I'll go and get in Hayley's box now.
Thank you, please. And tell her she's over in mine. Will they come over, please?
Yeah, I want this clarified, because this is like, I'm not having my girl being dragged through the mud here, let alone what I'm trying to do.
Just to clarify, I don't think that it's your girl's being dragged through the mud. I think people are just a bit conscious because obviously they've gone through situations before on the app and they can see similarities. So they want to speak to you to find out what's going on. So I think from the understanding of what we've managed to work out over the past sort of 5-10 minutes is something to do with a GoFundMe that you've got set up, and money's been going into that GoFundMe, and people don't know whether it's under false pretenses or not, so they just want to clarify it. So the money that's being paid into the GoFundMe, what's that being used for?
So basically what is happening here, no one is being forced to donate, okay? This is literally what people have said that they've wanted to do. This GoFundMe specifically is to help us set up a professional podcast so that I can help other people that are going through grief, mental health, any support that
Has someone offered to donate the setup for you, to you?
Pardon? No, so we were asked to literally, if there was one of these, they wanted to help. And so what we had done is we had set it up so that those that wanted to help actually could. That is all this is. And what we have also stated is that this podcast, the money that people have kindly donated, we will be showing receipts and proof of what it is going for, because we are very well aware that there have been scammers out there taking people's kindness for granted. We are not doing that. This is literally so that we can help every single person that wants to be helped with their grief, their mental health, any support. This is what it is for. This is not so that we could just take people's money and then drop it. This is actually happening, and I can prove this as well, because I'm currently in conversation with a lady today who's both a TV presenter and a podcaster, and she's going to be helping me learn how to do a podcast. So this is all legit. This is no scam at all. I can honestly promise everybody on this, there will be receipts. I understand people might not agree with this.
So this money, Courtney, you wanted to set a podcast thing up?
Yes.
Right, so is this where the Observer wanted
No, I do remember you saying that.
Yes, so the Observer is also involved in this.
Sorry, is this where the Observer wanted to give you, to donate these things to you?
So some of the stuff that the Observer has offered to give is just some. We need a lot more than that as well.
And did Darren Hardy offer some as well?
Pardon?
Did Darren Hardy, us Hardys, whatever his username is, did he offer you some as well?
No, he has offered to actually help set one up, so to also help me go through and learn how to do a podcast.
Yes, so like to... Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then just one other thing, which is apparent. Obviously, me personally, I don't know you. I've seen you in a live the other day. I don't know anything about your circumstances. I understand that you've gone through a tragic situation, and I don't mean to question you on this, but the information that I need to know is people are saying that they have reason to believe that your child identified as a different gender or wanted to identify as a different gender.
So for legal
and
terms,
what they're conscious of is obviously the situation that's happening now probably wasn't what your child wanted. So your child didn't want to be known as Willow and wanted to be known as Ollie. Is that correct?
Right, I'm going to make it very, very clear. Okay, I'm going to literally put this as blunt as I bloody can, because this is just, it's doing my head in. So for legality reasons, okay, we have to use her legal name, Willow, okay? Other than that, Willow, just before she died, was going through her gender issues, and she wanted to be called Ollie as well. And while she was alive, we did that. We did just that. But legally speaking, when we're doing these lives and things like that, we have to use her actual legal birth name, which was Willow.
But why do you have to do that? Sorry.
Why do I have to do that?
So
because
why do you have to
Guys,
use
can I
the
just say
legal
one
terms?
thing? When you are putting Ollie, he, etc., Willow, Holly, whoever they wanted to be identified as at that time hadn't begun the journey, so we can't say that she or he wanted to transition.
Yes.
It was right at the very start, so...
Yes.
So I get what you're all saying, but when you're jumping on a saying dead name in this, dead name in that, also just be cautious as well that when Willow did sadly die, she was Willow. She'd not begun the first... They'd not... I'll just say they'd not begun the first steps.
Yeah. And I do want to make it clear, okay? Me and Willow had this conversation on whether she actually wanted to go through with a full body transition, and she did not. And I'm going to make it very clear as well. Nobody has the right to question anything in regards to her gender to me. Okay? She was my child. And if people don't like any of that, don't comment. Don't watch my videos.
I think when people are obviously donating funds and are trying to support a cause, then transparency is probably key, isn't it? Rather than and if people find information out that obviously isn't as transparent as the information that you're giving, then people are going to ask questions because they want to know what they're given to or they want to know what they're supporting. So I think respectfully, I think respectfully, if there's something which doesn't seem right or seems a bit fishy, people are going to ask. Because they'll want to know what's going on.
Again, just to play, I've still not got a say on this, but just to switch it around, if she was also saying Ollie's Law, and then it comes to light that the child was called Willow, then, and again, I don't know this story, I'm just playing devil's advocate with this, but again, there would be something said if you come forward with Ollie's Law.
But people would ask the question, wouldn't they? Because they just want transparency. So I don't think people are doing it to question you, to attack you.
They don't need to know every single detail of my daughter's life. People do not have to donate, okay? Nobody does.
And for those who have donated, Courtney, this is what we said. They have got the right to know everything that you want this money for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the podcast, absolutely. The donations people have made, absolutely. It's nothing more than for the podcast. So any questions regarding the podcast, absolutely. You've all got the right. But in regards to Willow,
3,000 up to 10,000.
Yeah, it's right. The reason for that is because so many people had donated, and there was a lot of people stating we need to raise it. And what we've done now is because it's caused such a
I did hear you a minute since, Courtney, saying big creators has told us to up it, but I don't understand where it's gone from 3,000 to 10. Right. Can you name the creators that's told you to up it, please?
The big creators. It wasn't big creators that had said that, so I don't know who's been stating that. But
no, you've just said it on your live, which has been campaigning you.
Some of the people that have actually said this were all in the comments as well. But what we've done is we've lowered it because of the amount of problems that this is bloody causing. We've lowered it just to appease people, okay? We don't care about the bloody money.
Just for clarity, just for clarity, them words came from yourself before while we were campaigning you, so that's what Pearl's referring to. Was you said before that big
creators, the comments back on, please.
We had one big creator doing this, okay? And what I'm going to state here is that this GFM, it doesn't matter. This is not the problem. Yeah. This is not our main focus. I don't actually care.
Right, nobody else. Sorry, Courtney, 1 minute. Dan, turn the comments on. That's it.
I don't know who turned them off.
Sorry, what were you saying, Courtney?
All I'm saying is, what matters is getting this petition out there. If
anyone's coming, I have asked for it to come over.
Yeah, if anyone wants clarification on what the money's for, all right, that's regarding the podcast. But what I'm not going to be doing is sitting here having people question my daughter and her gender stuff and what's being done about that, okay? Because that is not what is important. What is important is getting the petition out there. No one's got the right to question any of this.
Yeah, I don't think you're being questioned. I think people are just asking. So it's not a case of it's not a case of you're in an interview seat and people are questioning you because they want to know what's going on. It's just that you were on a live and asked for transparency. We were watching the other live to see what was going on. Absolutely. And you came here. And when you came here, you didn't know what was going on, so we basically give you the information. Yeah. It's not a case of you being attacked. You've asked what's happened, we've told you what's happened, and unfortunately you don't like that response, which is fine. You're obviously not going to like that response, but no one's attacking you. We're just honest. We're not sitting here and sugarcoating it. So,
what's getting the comments is some of the comments. That's my problem, is the comments I'm seeing in this chat right now. People are literally
as it stands, Courtney, you don't need to read them. So, just to get everything out there, just to try and throw some light on it all. Yeah. So, people are mentioning the Twitch thing. So, where does that come into play with all of it?
So, the Twitch thing, okay, people do podcasting on Twitch as well. They use the Twitch as a platform. That's one of the platforms I've been considering and using as well. Not just that, we've considered using Spotify to get there, as well as TikTok, doing the podcasting on there. And that is literally nothing more than to help people. I don't care about gaming. Don't actually like it at all. All I want to do is get this podcast off the ground so I can help more people. That is literally all I am wanting to do.
Have you put a second GoFundMe up?
a second GoFundMe. I knew this was going to crop up. So on the 9th of October, which was a few days after Willow had taken her own life, I was worrying about the funeral. Okay, I didn't have the funds to get that funeral done. So what I had done in the midst of my grief is I had literally set that up, like many people have. However, my ex-mother-in-law had come out and offered to do that. She had covered the funeral costs. That was great. Okay, but what also happened during this is that I had spent the 4 weeks after my daughter's death seeing her. So to be honest with you, removing that account was literally not the first thing on my mind. And then until yesterday, when that was pointed out to me, I've got dissociative amnesia, so I forget a lot of things right now, which is perfectly, it's perfectly reasonable with what I've actually gone through. And what
Can I ask you a question, please, Courtney? So, how much was in the first GoFundMe?
The first one was nothing, absolutely sweet bottle, nothing, because I didn't set that up completely. I needed to put in my bank details and everything else. And in regards,
that link's still available to that first one.
Yeah, so the first one that's set, it's no longer there. It's just gone. All right, I didn't even put in my bank details. I also had to put in my ID, which I haven't got. Okay, so that's gone. That is literally gone. It's not there. It's been made aware to me. I've literally been shown that, and I've remembered where that came from. My partner helped me with that. It's gone.
Can I be honest?
Has Haley been blocked from here?
I don't. Oh, well, I'm not a mod. Courtney? Can I be honest?
Have you blocked her, Courtney?
No, I haven't blocked her at all. No.
Please, Haley's blocked in here, please.
I don't.
Did she not block you?
I think Hayley's a lovely woman, so I have got no problem with Hayley whatsoever. What I'm more concerned about is what is being said and made. It feels like things are being twisted to look as if I'm scamming people. I can reassure everybody this is not the case. Anything at all that people need in regards to the transparency of this podcast, you will have it. You will
can't see her.
Tweets and everything else.
Yeah, I think they're saying Courtney's blocked her.
I haven't blocked her. She is literally
they're saying your mod's blocked her.
My mods shouldn't have blocked her. So if my mods have blocked her, I will be having a word with them because they should have asked me.
You have to unblock her. I think just me being honest, and I might sound like a cunt. I'm sorry if I do, but I'm just going to be honest. But
I'll be just as blunt back.
No, of course. So I think the petition, I understand. Obviously, I'd support any petition where someone wants to try and change something. Not a problem at all.
Yes.
Go from me so you could set up a podcast. That's the bit that I don't understand, because with the podcast you can set it up with just your phone and you can speak to your phone and you can build your platform.
Fine.
And then once you've built your platform, it progressively grows from there. So I think if you've got the foundation of the podcast that you want to do, that you should just be able to do it without having to do the GoFundMe to raise money.
Do you have anything to say on this?
I was just waiting because he was speaking. Thank you, Pearl, for letting me in. I'm a good friend of Vidal, so it's not that I've just came from nowhere. I would just like to say, please remember that Courtney has lost a child.
We're aware of that anyway, so people are just asking the questions.
The thing is, I'm willing to answer anything in regards to this podcast. Not everybody can agree, and that's absolutely fine. I respect, honestly, all of people's opinions, okay? But in regards to setting this podcast up, this is so I can help other people.
You can finish in a minute. 1 minute, me, Bobby.
Cool.
I can literally understand some people's difficulties and understanding what is going on with this podcast, okay? This isn't about gaming rooms. This is not about making money, okay? This is trying to get it set up, okay? That's all it is, because I cannot do that on my own. And people do not have to donate, okay? This is all so I can help other people. And once we've got that set up, people can have the receipts and the GoFundMe will be shut down completely once we've got the equipment that we need. And that's all this is.
Well, how much is it going to cost to set this gaming room up?
So for the estimations that it's not even a gaming room, okay? This is not anything to do with rooms. This is to do with the equipment that is needed.
Equipment then, yes.
Yes, that's all it is, equipment. All right? And from what we've gathered, it could cost anything between 3 to 3.5K. That is the estimations that I have made on my chat GPT as well. It might not even come to that. And
why is it needed 10,000 for?
Because that's just what you need with some of the equipment. That depends on the equipment that you have, and it's mainly for the PC that I can use in order to run this platform. However, what I will state is that any other money that is left over from this, I'm not keeping that, and I will prove that this is all towards charities, and that is that.
But just to clarify, and I mean, this is the last thing I'm going to say in it then, because I don't want you to feel like you're being attacked. I'm just literally asking questions. But just to clarify, could you not just do it for free?
I could on a phone, yes, but I don't want to do this on a phone. This is a professional platform, and I want to be able to do this professionally. And I know people might not be able to understand that, and that's absolutely fine.
But you know what people would think more of you, Courtney, sorry. If you started off on a phone where it was free and built your platform up and you'd be getting...
No, excuse me, hi. How many unis did I send you the other night when you were in tears? I don't know if you remember.
How many unis did she send you?
How many unis did I send you the other night?
Yes, so you sent a fair whack.
Yes.
Hang on.
A different story.
Right, so any gifts that were actually sent to me was sent.
No, don't.
One minute, Courtney, let her finish what she's saying.
You have had that. You have had that.
Yes, and all the gifts that have been sent were through TikTok, and TikTok have taken half of that money, over at 1,000, over a grand and a half.
It wasn't just me that was gifting that night.
Yes, I know.
So after a uni, you get about 150 quid.
I am sick of people coming in this app, pulling on mothers' heartstrings at this time of year. That is fucking 3 years in a fucking row. Folk have done that. Don't come on here and say it's for a petition. We want to get the word out for a petition, and then turn round and say it's for a fucking gaming room.
It's not for a fucking gaming room. Have you not heard a single word that I've said?
Where's the fucking tears now?
Right, your problem literally is not my fucking problem. Okay, I've literally had half of that money taken, and I don't give a shit.
Courtney, she's not saying it's a problem now. I know exactly where Michelle comes from. She was gifting you of the goodness of her heart because everybody was behind you. Everybody was behind you for this petition. So now she's
listening. No one's fucking listening at all. Not one single person is fucking listened, okay? All those gifts that were sent, TikTok has taken the vast fucking majority of that, okay? And I've still got half of that in my account.
You're sitting there asking for fucking gifts.
I'm not caring.
You made sure that it's fucking shared to every
about my
fucking
fucking dead daughter, you pricks. Who the fuck is talking shit?
Exactly. This is literally being blown out of proportion.
Every mother's fucking heartstrings and that's fucking.
And have you got the proof of that, have you? Have you got the proof? Are you just making a fucking judgment?
Boy, you piece of shit.
Yeah, none of you are actually understanding what this is going on.
There's no pieces of shit. Everybody's been donating and they've got a right to know where the things have gone. So there's no pieces.
Just to clarify.
That's all that we have to. Nobody's arguing. You get defensive, he's turning it off. You're getting defensive. People just wanted to know where it was going. Because again, like Michelle said, 3 years in a row, this has happened. That's not bad, and I'm not being thing. The husband coming screaming, not us. All people have a right to know is when everybody's donated where it's going to.
Agreed. It was just a conversation. Don't you can't handle the heat.
5 fucking unis, you fucking cunt.
Yeah.
So after TikTok, you get about 150, 160, don't you, for the uni? So if there's 5
I
of
was
them.
not the only person that was fucking gifting that night.
Hold on a minute, Michelle. I'm no. What I'm doing is because she's saying that they take that. So don't shout at me. I'm saying that they take that, but she still comes out with a fair whack. So you give her the best part of £1,000 there, then. If you've sent her 5, that's what I'm saying.
6, somebody said.
So that's near enough £1,000 just off Michelle plus everyone else.
She said it was for a petition to push out for anti-fucking bullying and that.
What day was that?
Somebody shares me a fucking live for shit like this. Ram it up your fucking arse.
Oh no, Michelle, a fool and money are easily parted yet again.
See you, shut the fuck up.
Yet
right,
again,
what day
Michelle,
did she come on so we can check a tick leap?
That's all I wanted to say. Goodbye.
Nobody fucking cares, cunt.
Can anybody check the tick leap?
Yeah, what day was it?
What day
was it Monday?
Torian wants the box bill.
Monday.
It's happening, T.
Okay, do you know what? Yeah, I understand Michelle's frustration. I'm not gonna lie, because she's gifted a lot of people that have come and said their kids and that, and a lot of the time it's come back as a scam. And a lot of people can be like,
I said last year, don't share me these fucking lives. And then it's, oh my God, look, a mum's lost her fucking daughter through bullying and that. Yeah. There is not one heartless cunt in this earth that would not give to that.
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah, but Michelle, it's not your fault.
No, it's not Michelle's fault.
It's no one's fault.
What I said earlier on was, it's not just me, I don't care. But there's people on this app that are giving their fucking last to people because their heart goes out to them. They're giving their last fucking fiver to them and then you're sitting there saying you want more for a fucking gaming room.
Yeah.
If you do something to support a cause and you just want to know a question to an answer that you've got about the story, then what's the big deal? If you're transparent and, you know, it's regardless of whether it's nothing to do with the fact that you're grieving or you're upset. If you're transparent and you're asking people to support you and they're just asking you a question, that's not someone attacking you. That's just someone wanting to know.
I thought it was set off and just wanted signatures.
She got all them thousands of pounds and she can do it free off her phone. Why doesn't she start the phone up? Courtney, I know you'll be still watching. You can come back in if you want. Yes, that's exactly right. I'm just getting a message there. All I ever asked anybody to do, not to donate anywhere, was to sign
signatures.
That's all
That's all she wanted at first.
So, is this Courtney back? No. So she can do that, what she's wanting to set up free off her phone. And what I've just said to her there, people would think more of you. If you started it on a phone, people will gift you, things will happen, and then you can build it up like that. You don't have to go bang straight in for £10,000. So of course people's going to want to know where this money's gone.
Be honest, yeah. Do you know what it is? I'll be real. It's not. I don't think she's like. I'm not necessarily calling her a liar. That's not. But I just think that you haven't been honest about everything, and also you're right. It did start off with the petition. I feel like maybe she did see the money, and then the greed might have like come. I'm just being honest.
Equipment though, Tori, and the Observer wanted to give her all the equipment.
Right. So.
But this, I know, but it's just, if she didn't, sorry, oh God, sorry, Dan, bloody hell. If she didn't accept it, Pearl, yeah, let's just say they offered her, she didn't accept it, right? Right? So then it's all up, then she didn't want, then it wasn't for the equipment and it was just a money thing. Because think of it like this, if my child starts,
the Observer offered it everything, I'm
putting in consideration that her child died. I understand that, yeah, well, I haven't, but I get it, yeah. But if that's what you wanted for the legacy of your child, then money shouldn't have mattered. You should have accepted. I would have fucking accepted it.
Exactly, of course you would have.
So that's what I'm saying.
These thousands, you would have started it off. She was offered the equipment from the Observer for free, but she wanted bigger and better things. It's just come out of her mouth that she wanted different things.
My son, and I had a petition out to stop bullying. It would be for the fucking petition, no for a fucking gaming room, no for
the thing is, she can do with videos and that. So she could just post videos.
As well as the Observer offering the equipment, Darren Hardy, who everyone knows has done podcasts before, he's also offered to help her set the podcast up as well as obviously the Observer's equipment. So everything she needs has been offered.
Why need 10 grand? Why?
Exactly.
Well, she said she needed 3, then it went to 10, and has it gone to 4 now? Because she said some creators had told her to go for 10.
We were come to, and I heard her say the big creators. I've just heard, we've all listened to it. We were come to, and the big creators has told us to up the money. Never from me. I've never even asked anybody to donate anywhere. I've just said to sign the petition.
You know what? I think moving forward, because we always come into situations like this. This is just my opinion. Not everyone has to follow. But I think for future, when someone does come across that is looking for a donation, I just feel like no one share it out. If you can support her, then you and your people in the room can support her. You
kind of stop the work.
Yeah, like everyone, no one share nothing, because then with situations like this, and then because you shared it, people are gonna think. Do you know what? It's just to keep yourself out, like protected. No one share it.
That night, I had 100 shares to that fucking live.
Yeah.
With crying faces and everything. It was to push a petition out.
So can people who's donated, can they give a reclaim back on the money? Michelle?
I don't know, you need to speak to your fucking bank. It's the same as that fucking Highlander thing last year. Like, I donated thinking it was to a good cause to push something out.
Again,
I'm not going to ask for it back. You do what you want with that money, but
you can't claim back now. TikTok allows you to claim back for any fees that you spent, any gifts that you sent, any recharge you've done, but you've got to prove that it was a scam, or you've got to now provide proof that the reason why you want that back. It's just not as easy as claiming it back now, because then
it's not about me, it's about all the people that had a spare fiver that put it in.
Yeah, like a woman
somebody in the chat who I know gave her last £80 into that, and she never left herself with not one penny.
I mean, like that is fucking out of order.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was coming up. That's kind of what I was coming up to say, Pearl. I think when people choose to donate to a cause, they do so out of trust and goodwill, believing that their contribution is going to be used for the purpose it was originally presented for. And I think it's disheartening to learn that funds that are going to be redirected or used in different ways weren't clearly communicated by her from the start. And I think supporters just feel misled, disappointed, and not necessarily because of the money, but because of the lack of honesty and transparency.
If there's any suspicion, suspicion of wrongdoing, the best thing you can do is speak to Action Fraud, because if they get enough complaints, they would then investigate and see where the money's went. That's the best thing you can do.
I think as well, though, while we understand that plans evolve and you change your mind, and the people that have donated deserve to be kept informed about, the new choices that they're making. And then increasing...
Every parent that is on this app, their hearts went out to her because nobody wants their child to be fucking bullied. Absolutely nobody. And for that to happen, when your child is bullied, everybody's heart was fucking wide open that night. So I did what I did because of that. What's happened, but I'm more annoyed about the people that couldn't fucking afford that gave to it under the pretense of something else. That's just pissed me off.
I don't get all the money side of it. You can do it free on the phone. She's been offered off the Hardy's, offered off the Observer, all the equipment that she needs. Why has she had to do all of these thousands of pounds?
Well, like increasing the fundraising goal to purchase expensive.
Exactly. But yes, another thing, like everybody who live streams this and who's asked us to go over and sign the petition, not for money, none of them can be blamed, not one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, I honestly feel such a absolute Kent again. And just like Michelle said, for the last 3 years.
And just to clarify, no one's saying that they haven't gone through a terrible situation, so don't anyone think that that's the impression that people are giving off and want to run with that.
Again,
that's not
it's down to trusting and being clear communication with people.
I couldn't even fucking talk in that box. I couldn't even talk because my fucking heart broke.
Yeah. It did for everybody.
Do you know what as well, guys? Let me tell you something. Not everything. Like, you see, when you want to do good and give back and whatever, you don't always have to do it with money.
No.
Like, and I said this the other day because this is all about bullying. I said, like, guys, I pleaded. I said, if you lot have kids, nieces, grandkids, message the school, email schools, email after. That is like literally, that is awareness. That is you doing something without having to go into your pocket. That is you spreading awareness. That is you talking about it, mentioning it to other mums, group chat.
Something needs to be done,
Michelle.
Because I know.
Yeah, 100%.
I know of a child that was pinned against a wall, fucking kicked by boys. And what happened was they didn't get a break that day. They got their lunch taken away from them. No suspension, no anything fucking else. So bullying needs to fucking stop. So that's
Michelle?
I was fucking angry about it.
Michelle, in a school, there was in my daughter's school, there was a young girl in year 7, right? And she's overweight, I don't know if I can say it. She's overweight and she used to get bullied for it. Do you know what she done? She wrote a suicide letter, and her mum found it in year 7. She wasn't in my daughter's class, but in her same year. The mum found the letter. She came to the school and everything. And you know what I done? After school, I took my daughter and I had a 2-hour conversation with her about bullying, about the effects it has on people and everything. And that's all it takes. Talk to your children. I even saw another little girl on the internet, autistic.
I know. At that age, what the fuck?
It's disgusting, but even the other day on TikTok, I saw a young autistic girl. She was small, and girls in her school were slapping her up. And some man put it's it's too much. It's too much now. It's actually sickening.
So what does a GoFundMe state that it's for? Is there a GoFundMe set up, and what is it stating that the money's
it's set up.
There's 2 GoFundMes. She said there's nothing in one. I don't know what's in the other. If anybody.
Someone said there's 2,000 and odd in one of them. So what does it state on the description that that's going towards?
Does anybody say what it's for?
I give a fuck what you think.
There's 3 GoFundMe set up.
I don't
For a podcast, but she's been offered everything.
Yeah, she's been offered everything. She said it was to start a podcast. Listen, she can do the podcast on her phone. She's been offered all the equipment. She doesn't want none of that. I don't understand where all this money's come into it. And then saying big creators told her to up it.
So I want to know what big creators told her.
Well, I've asked her, and she said, well, I didn't say big creators. She did. We were cam to her. She did say that.
Guys, I'm not even lying, all right. Do you know the podcasters, like the professional podcasters now? You see them on TikTok now. These are professional podcasters. They use a Rodecaster Pro 2. They cost £600, and they're using the Shure SM7B mic. That's a setup that I have. It costs about £900 for one microphone and the Rodecaster mixer to set up a podcast. Why would they need £10,000?
I bought a fucking microphone for Amazon for fucking $5.99.
Exactly, that's all you need.
And mine's top of the range. This is a top of the range.
You know what?
£1,000.
But you know what, Jay, as well, yeah? Listen, like, Rome wasn't built in a day. You start off somewhere. You start off with a small microphone. You build your platform. You get your followers. You start to make money. And then you get there. Because you got to understand the cause behind it. The cause behind it was her to spread awareness on bullying. I will do that with one microphone. I don't need a whole setup for that.
Can anybody go back and look on the tick leaf, because he's saying it's Michelle.
The tick leaf is faulty because it's only showing £16.
Yeah, they said
no, that's wrong. That's definitely not. She had a gift gallery lit up within 5 minutes. It's definitely not £16.
No, Tori,
and she was on for hours, weren't she?
I would scream it from my front door, and you would hear it in fucking London.
This is sickening.
So she was on, what time did she come on? About 6ish, and she was on, what, gone 9? So there's no way she'd made, we know that's...
What was the gaming room for, sorry, may I ask?
She said it's not a gaming room.
So I think what she wanted, realistically, is to set up her own podcast with all fucking singing and dancing. And start from the top instead of working her way up.
A good one, the top of the range will cost about £1,000, I'm not lying, unless they want more microphones, but £1,500 maximum. I don't understand where £10,000 come from.
Yeah.
What that's it, she said, she initially started with 3,000, and then she said that a big creator's told her 10 grand. Then she's gone back on that and said no, but then and not giving us a name, but then said, well,
big
4
creators, where's that gone to? Big creators need to stop promoting for their egos. Lesson learned. Lisa, do you want to jump up into the box? There was no mention of money. What everybody promoted was going and getting a petition signed about bullying for a little girl that had took her own life. That's what it was. I have never ever mentioned to anybody about gifting or going donating into any GoFundMes or whatever it is. So take that right back now, and if you want to have a difference of opinion, come in the box. But there ain't no fucking egos round here. Anybody with a heart would have signed that petition. So if you don't like what's being said in here, fuck off.
So realistically, right, so her daughter, sadly, not her child, sadly isn't here anymore, and it's still relatively new. So what is to stop someone from picking up the phone, live streaming, recording it? You don't need anything. You can literally do it free on your phone to begin with.
This is my point.
What she's wanting, I'm thinking, is this great big fancy fucking thing.
The tick leap though, guys, was she in people's boxes being gifted, or was she on her own?
No, she was in her live. That's how I know it's wrong, because it's showing £16.
Right, because if you're in people's boxes, it won't show on tick leap what's been made to them in people's boxes.
No, we all went to her boxes when we were promoting the petition. We were all in her boxes. She was getting gifted there, so everything that she's got is completely.
But there was literally, when I went in, because I dropped in the end, but it was, well, we need 10,000, but we'd like 100,000 signatures. And that's all it was focused on, and we was all counting up to the 10,000 mark, weren't we, if you remember?
I'll check my messages, because that day I was pushing somebody to #1, and I dropped for that live and said I'll be back in 2 minutes, kept getting shares. So
it's because there's a target with the signatures. There's 10,000 means it would go up for debate, but then 100,000 means it's got to go to actual houses of Parliament.
That's what she said. She needed the 10,000 for it to go and get started, but then it was 100,000 before it hit Parliament.
The 100,000 is the main target, I would say, because then it's got to go into the House
So
of Commons.
that's all everybody was pushing for, which is a petition, and it's signed and it's free. Nobody was pushing for any money or gifts, and certainly not pushing to build our fucking egos. That's definitely not. But anybody with a heart would have signed that petition. So
Guys, someone just go and double check
about egos.
Go and double check and see, if she's got a second.
If there's different accounts, try and find them, but people are saying their father is a gamer, that's why the 10k. I'm not going to sit and speculate, I don't know about that, but I signed the petition, but I obviously didn't gift anything out. This is still a bit too close to my heart from fucking when I was dealing with Tom that pretended he was on end of life for cancer when I was driving up and down from fucking Newcastle to Liverpool to look after him, and he's not even end of life. So I kind of took a step back with this one, guys. I'm sorry. I signed the petition, but I thought
that's why I think we need to get people in the room. Like that's why I did the uni thing.
Oh, like because you get this thing across the top of the screen.
They were wanting signatures for a petition, but if I knew that.
Does somebody want to jump up and come to Hayley, please?
Do you think it's right? It's really close to Christmas. Keep your money to yourself. It doesn't matter what
people in the chat that saying they donated the last.
Leave it for you and your family, right?
No.
Every day.
I feel bad, but not once I've ever asked anybody to donate any money. All I've ever asked for is for people, if they would, to go and sign the petition, which was free.
The thing is, this app, like a lot of people, a lot of gifters need to be made aware as well. It's not just people that are doing like things with charities and people that have lost family members. There's people on this app that sit brazen as day and they manipulate their gifters as well for gifts. It's so easy to see, but a lot of people get sucked in because there's a lot of empaths on this app and a lot of people that do care and they want to see their creators do well. And you need to just think twice, guys, about where your money is going and if it's worth sending it to that person as well.
The thing is, every parent in this app, when you hear a story like that, your heart goes out to them.
And I know. Come to Hayley, please.
They gave their last to that woman, so no.
There's loads in the
It's lovely to start looking. And obviously, it came to our attention that the GoFundMe obviously was at 3.5. But when it was put up to 10k, there was no explanation as to kind of what it was.
Can you hear that all right?
And anytime anyone went in, including my own mod or Alex's mod who had helped out, and said, like, can I just ask why the difference now? They were blocked. Then we found out there was a second GoFundMe, which yesterday we were all told was a complete scam and we needed to shut it down. And today we've been told actually the mum made the second GoFundMe, she just forgot about that one. And now there's little things today, like my phone's broken, or I lost my bank card, like loads of different little things, including posts on other social media sites, by the way, I'm going to say, of asking for things, which is fine, and I get it, and I don't want to judge anyone, right? Okay, but then
two good GoFundMe. There was another one on Much Love for £2,000. I don't know if you know about that, for £1,800 on Much Loved.
I didn't know that. I didn't. And then yesterday, and like when Courtney jumped in my box, she told me that Willow had transitioned and was Ollie. In the sense of kind of was living her life as his life now as Ollie, and at school was Ollie, social media was Ollie, and went by he and his. So I, at that point, was then pushing a petition in the dead name of a trans child and pushing a GoFundMe in a dead name social transition. Thank you, Sebastian. And for me, who first kind of become like really aware of the trans community through Brianna Jai's case, I knew what that was doing by dead naming. So when I came off the live yesterday, I completely cried. And my 12-year-old daughter, who has a trans friend at school, said to me, "Mummy, why are you saying Willow? His name was Ollie. Like, I don't understand." And I saw for the first time in years a little bit of disappointment in my daughter's face. I cried, messaged my mum and said...
One important thing as well, I'm sorry to put it, mate, one important thing about people, I need people to get this out there before people try and run with stuff, and you know what they're like on the app, what people are like on the app. You need to understand, we was all, when the mum spoke initially, and she spoke about we want the podcast, we need to do the podcast to help other mothers. Now that's flipped now, it's now, I want a gaming setup for my partner and all this stuff. This is major red flags. I mean, how is anyone not seeing it for what it fucking is? Like, I'm shocked that people are going around saying, "Oh, but it's not." Let me tell you now, People that have donated money from my community have asked her, oh, so where's this? So it's been raised to 10,000. Where's that going? Because they thought that she was going to say, oh, I want to go out and I want to venture. I want to go and push this out across the country and stuff like that. And then no one's going to question it. But then it was, oh, a game set up for a Twitch set up for my partner and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, well, that makes no fucking sense. I'm sorry. You've been offered everything to do with the podcast, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. Why would you need a podcast? TikTok is the biggest marketing place on the planet. Why would you need a podcast? Because let me just be honest with you. Podcasts, unless you're Joe Rogan, podcasts are dead. TikTok is way more bigger than any podcast on this planet, apart from Joe Rogan.
You come to Courtney, please.
You can push it out on this app, way bigger than YouTube, way bigger than any other fucking social media. TikTok is number one, and it will remain number one.
Playing up.
There was a couple of things, like the other day we were told that Tommy couldn't come on camera, he's too anxious, he can't speak.
One sec.
It's bad if she's saying this for one thing, she's changed her mind and just being caught. That's what's bad.
Well, suppose we're all going to find out in a moment. You've got to trip herself up if she's lying.
Yeah, let them speak on it and then.
What's
That's why I never jump at someone. I just let them speak
saying she's not live.
Is she not?
I'd only just joined when they were like having a normal conversation. Then the start, you could see the back going up in the defensiveness. And that's what
she's not live.
No, go back to Hayley again, please. Sorry.
Oh, that's why it's... Because at the end of the day, do you know what, I'm just going to end up going on a mad one in a minute. The mother's been going around saying he's been supportive it's been really supportive since the passing. Well, that's funny, and because he went with you for
she's on a backup 19. Is she?
So stop going around the app lying. I've got proof of
what?
As well.
So is it Courtney Summer 8?
Summer 19.
Oh God, I can't fucking type with these nails. Courtney Summer. One sec. Courtney Summer 19.
Honest to God, I feel sick.
So she's not live.
No, she's not live on that one either.
When people
just
say
go back to Hayley, please. Sorry.
Chat, will you just stop with the lies?
What should have been said,
Honestly.
took his own life. We're going to do the petition in this name legally, but this was Ollie's wish. Tommy, who cared so much, created a webpage for a dead name. How does that make sense? And I'm sorry, but that's the full truth. And I watched Brianna Jai's mother break down when anyone would dead name. And even if I was covering a case about Brianna, I wouldn't even tell you what the dead name was, because that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Brianna. And it's so important.
Yeah, do
it. For all of my followers, all of the people sat in this live right now, of which I have many who are from the trans community, have looked to me always to do the
about boys and girls,
and have worked so hard to make me explain the right terms and the right ways and how to do it and how they want to be seen, because I wasn't born knowing it, knowing those things. They've worked so hard, and then they're watching me thinking, like, what are you on about? We talk about Ollie, social media, like,
sorry, you think of the struggle that Ollie must have gone through to go to school. That's not a big thing to go to school. I'm sorry, that's not a small thing to go to school and have everyone change. And for
done all right.
And time and worrying, he must
sounds like he's running.
For it then to be forgotten.
Literally, I looked at the game that they were doing a live earlier, and we'd talk about a game that he loved to play, and I looked at the game warnings. And it was like suicide. Talk of suicide, talk of unalignment, talk of SH, all the reposts, I want to die, I want to be accepted. And it's just breaking my heart, because I'm reading every single repost thinking, and look what we're doing now. You're in heaven and we're still not accepting you. And I felt so sick. Then I literally just thought, no one's turning at all, grieving ma'am. Absolutely, as a mother who's grieving, I fully support her. I absolutely hope that she gets all the answers in the world that she can for Ollie. I hope that the bullies are held to account.
I'm sorry,
and I hope that changes are made in Ollie's name. I truly do. But I also will not call my platform, or will not sit here and lie and put on a facade and pretend I don't know what I know. I won't. And when I work on any case or back any petition, same as Alex, we didn't do it for Courtney, we did it for Ollie. Our communities did it for Ollie. and absolutely everything we did was from our heart for Ollie, because we're all parents and we all could never understand or be in that mother's situation, and would never want to be. But I absolutely still can't, just because it's a grieving parent, close my eyes and act in a way that's going to cause so much damage.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Has that been removed? You should have kept that post up there.
So have you
I
seen?
can't see.
Have you seen this, Pearl? So just quickly,
You know what I mean?
that fella who come on shouting about his daughter. Someone's been and found her Facebook, and she's only been with him for a month.
Wow.
So that's another lie. You just don't know what to believe.
Tonight, because we still had a couple of things we wanted to just add to
Sorry,
everything.
I'll shut up.
Although we've already confirmed everything else, because PayPal was being used tonight and a new phone was being used and everything. And I thought one of my fucking comments is going to go in there and buy the phone outright, because I know my community. I know my community.
Tell them to try.
I also knew. Proud of yourself, you two. What, back for telling the truth? Are you proud of yourself being a dickhead? I absolutely.
Hayley, can I jump in as well? So sorry, I know it's your platform, but you know me, I can't get it out. I'm going to go live in a minute and go mad. Nikki, you're in the chat. You're saying, Alex, why do you have to be so hateful? You support delusive Angie, the much child lost your
How do I go on to be blocked accounts?
Well, I'll tell you how untransparent.
I'm not.
Settings.
I initially went into Peril's Live. I thought
Just on your settings and then blocked accounts. There'll only be if you've done it. That's why I can't see
a short
it.
time ago. I thought they were getting the name wrong, and I'm saying to people,
how do I get onto settings?
Press the arrow on the right hand side. Click that.
Share arrow.
Yeah, that's right, Mandy. Adele.
It'll be the three dot settings.
All right.
Not the share to three dots, love.
Yeah, I'm just.
And then, you also could say settings, and then it'll come up.
Thank you, Emma. You don't need to get me on it, honestly, guys.
But you'll see like muted and blocked and that. Go into blocked.
And things that kept changing and facts that weren't the same. And I would never ever just sit here and list them all, because it would be disrespectful and bring drama to Ollie's name, and I won't do that. The petition is still important, and the message behind the petition is very important to criminalise bullying, and that's why we backed it, because it was.
Can you not hear it, guys? Sorry, I was playing too loud the other day.
Well, you're not doing it based on truth.
Ask her account.
Can you hear it now?
At the end of the day, me and Hayley could possibly both go and say a lot of stuff now, but then all it becomes, this whole app becomes a circus tonight. And I'm not talking about it. Like I said, I'm not going to create a circus. I'm not going to be going live talking about it, because at the end of the day, the whole app then takes the importance of the child that is no longer here. I'm not going to be disrespecting that poor child any longer, because at the end of the day, this shouldn't have had to happen. If people was honest from the get-go, we wouldn't be after doing this, you know what I mean? So for me, I ain't speaking about it again. For me, like, you know, the child's, I'm going to let the child rest in peace, and anything other than that now, I don't want any involvement in it, because at the end of the day, I don't mind helping people, but when this comes out, and you know, it's fucking really fucked with me head today, I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, I'm right. And I literally, I knew if I didn't say anything, I'd get hate, and if I did say something, I'd get hate. But at the same time, at least if I'm going to get the hate, I'll let you guys know, so you don't continue to get scammed, or you give more money. And I knew, because Alex's community are very similar to mine. The crypt are very similar, and I knew that if we didn't do something tonight, there was going to be other people giving. There was going to be somebody like say, "Oh, you put your bank card, I'll put money in your PayPal." Oh, you know, I'll get you a new phone, because I know the kind of hearts of you guys, and I know it, and I know you already give loads of money to GoFundMe. I give money to GoFundMe as well.
2 minutes, me baby.
People can claim their money back. You can claim
Sorry, let me mute.
Just met WhatsApp and what's his main account?
All right, one second.
Sorry, go on, Linz.
And the women in the box blatantly been drinking, what a drunk. And then Nats was removed from the live, and I thought, what? Like, they only asked a question, and Nats has been in every single live I've seen Courtney do. Nats has been in there, and Nats has been in there far more than me. And so I thought, and then my mod Mel got blocked for asking, like, can you just explain what the extra money is from? Your Stacey got blocked. Then 4 more of my mods got blocked. And they were in there.
I can just apologise.
When I was looking through things, because I've been so busy with kids and everything as well, I would be like, someone just
don't
can ask
feel
quickly.
guilty, Pearl. You've not asked anyone to donate.
Fix it and sort it out. and then they would go in and ask a question and get blocked, and I'm like...
The thing is, like I said, it's a double-edged sword, because if you tell them piss off, then you're a cunt then.
Yeah.
And if you go in...
Do you want to explain to him, Alex?
Like, people forget, that's the first time we all met her that night, weren't it?
Appreciate you letting me in and explaining what's happened.
Just something else quickly as well. When you were saying, like, because like poor Michelle was gifting the unis and that, apparently she kept getting banned, so she has been on a few accounts, being gifted on different accounts. I don't know if you're aware of that as well. But I just thought I'd point that out. So I don't know.
Fucking hell, nearly showed you all me in the bath then. Definitely would have got banned. Go on, what's happened?
It was just regarding, obviously the Willow situation. Obviously, it's known as the Willow situation.
Yeah.
With the mother. Basically, it come to light that there's a few things that wasn't correct. Like, the child is no longer here. So, it's not a fact there's a lie or there's lies behind that. There isn't. The child had transitioned to Ollie, and I know you was going to have Willow and your shorts. I've
already paid for it, mate.
That's what I mean. So you've had Willow on your shorts, and the mum's been going around the app saying Willow this, Willow that, but the child had transitioned to Ollie as a young transgender boy.
Good job I've got a niece called that Willow, isn't it?
It's mad.
So I don't get it. So is she just moving booty? Is that what you're saying?
There's just loads of red flags around the. It was $3,500 that they wanted to raise, and then she upped it to $10,000. And when people are saying, "Where's this other additional money could go in?" and stuff like that, she was being very hostile, and there was a lot of getting blocked out live just for asking the one question.
Such a count, so I must have to wait. I've finished.
Yeah, you'll have to do it when. Just tell him, come on his other one.
Yeah, tell him. Just go and tell him to come on another one. I don't know. I think I've blocked him on everything. Sorry.
Well, you're gonna have to. Well, to be fair, I'd speak to you as a friend and say the 20% I'd halt, because from what's going on now, mate, is the fact is. She was saying about the additional money is going to.
Go on,
mate. The story's nuts. I'll speak.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to listen to that?
You are.
I'm just coming in to say, when I come in, I had no idea about any of this. I've not been on the app today, and we've spent a lot. So I'm just trying to find out. This is the first. So see, when I was putting in the comments to people that were saying Ollie, I was saying it was Willow. I was thinking they were getting the name wrong completely. This has all happened, and we've been having Scottish TikTok get behind it, and I'm just all over the place, pal.
Well, I feel sick to the stomach for the people that are directed in the way of the petition, but I never asked anybody to donate any money.
Well, Pearl, I was exactly the same, because we've all been caught before with things. So initially I didn't know about the GoFundMe and spoke about...
1 minute then.
Yeah.
Dan, will you just message Alex and to ask him, has he got another account? He can come in, I'll have to do it after the live.
Come on the back one.
I must have blocked him on everything.
Just left elusive lies. Well, that's not true, because I go nowhere near that.
Right, doesn't matter anyway. Let's listen to them.
Yeah, okay.
We all feel bad that we're going around saying Willow's Law this, Willow's Law that, and we're just dead naming that poor child that's no longer here.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it, man?
Very sad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll need your counsel on this, lad. You fucking let me know what I should do.
Yeah, I will, mate. I'll speak to him that,
Because listen, like I said from the start, it's a difficult one for me, because it is self-serving. Do you know what I mean? Like, in one respect, it's like I'm trying to do a nice thing, but also like I'm not going to fucking be a dick. I never would like.
Is he blocked on all the accounts or not?
So far the boxing, otherwise I wouldn't be boxing. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I can't see any in there.
Yeah, I'll let you.
I think I blocked him on all of his accounts.
Just let me know. I've already, at this point, like, they've already paid money, and they're not cheap, by the way. Fucking to have they get delivered tomorrow, in fact. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, guys.
So I'm not asked about that. In fact, because that was paid. I had a sponsor, so I'm lying before someone calls me out on that. I had a sponsor who paid money for my shorts. So I haven't actually paid.
I can't lie, I'm live.
Still, I've used someone else's money that was given to me to do with whatever I want. It was for me to spend while I'm over there, and also get me fight shorts. and stuff.
This is fucking sick.
I'd use part of that to like print this name. That's
Can someone check if that Courtney's gone live on either account, please, in the chat?
I agree. Anyway, listen, we're all alright though, aren't we? We're all fine.
Yeah,
we're all happy. We're all happy. The kids are all okay.
Honestly, I'm fucking raging. Absolutely sick. And there's the boyfriend screaming and shouting and only been there a month.
Yeah.
Give her one day. I'll ring me later, lad. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But when you're defensive like that, screaming and shouting, it's like, do you know what I mean? It screams guilty, like in some respects. But
I know, Joe. The thing is, I said to Alex earlier on, the only people that are going to give us shit over this are people that already hate us.
Okay, thank you.
So Angie will go on me or whatever, Ginger Gemini that will call me all kinds of things, but they are going to anyway. They are going to anyway, regardless of...
Angie done exactly the same as what I did, was telling everybody and sending the way to the petition. That's all that she done. I have never ever asked anybody to go and donate to anything, so she wants to fucking shut her mouth. She's already starting. Because you know for a fact what's coming with her.
Now, guys.
God, dear, I'll be loving this.
I mean this again, if anybody ever comes, and I don't care if they say, God do forgive us that anybody's been alive, don't involve me in anything. Because this is every time, every single time.
Honestly, I'm not doing great at the moment. No one needs to get me offline, no one needs to do anything. I'm absolutely fine, I have to deal with this.
Exactly.
Please stop doing weird shit. Either tell me what you want or don't. It's stressing me out. It's making it worse.
Yeah. I just don't want it. The thing is, I just don't want this to escalate through multiple lives tonight. And you know, when it comes like a circus, I don't want to be involved in it.
110% she'll be on Delusive tomorrow.
Come back on your real account, mate.
Yeah, but Delusive sent everybody across to sign the petitions.
Come back on your real account. I'll let you in the box and we'll go for it, yeah? Until then, take your face for a shit, honestly. Because what's happening here, what will happen, and the people you'll see talk most about it are the people that did the least.
Come to
people that need to give up their own gifts for 2 seconds to come and sit in a box. All fucking like me and Alex did on lots.
Yeah,
the people who didn't.
And let's get it right as well. She has protected a charity fee for the platform for a long time.
That for me, that part was very vital because now that I'm hearing that, I'm thinking she's obviously been bullied because of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Am I with you? Are you not with me here?
Yeah, but we don't know that, Torian, though.
I don't think that's any of our business.
Yeah, and we don't know that for sure. So.
No, it's not. It's
not.
None, like the details and
GoFundMe's gone now.
Business, but because Keepers, the whole thing is about bullying.
Was there any money in it?
Like, I know she's not said that or whatever, but at the same time, it is a thing to miss out if you're trying to do a course or something and you're trying to get people to sign petitions and donate and whatever it is. Well, I know what I'm saying. I know it might not sound clear, yeah, but if you know, you know.
I get you. I do. I get you. I just think that's the parents' discretion. And
are you saying she was getting bullied because she was trans, or?
I'm saying not fully, but I'm saying that could be one of the reasons as to why she was being bullied.
Possibly.
This is what I don't think people should do. They shouldn't speculate it first.
And stuff like that. Her name, his name was Ollie. So,
but how do we know all this information though? That's what I don't understand. Where's it?
Well, the TikTok disappears. That'll shout volumes.
The GoFundMe is on thing.
Bullying is bullying. I'm not saying that.
However, like I said, legally it's Willow, so it's going to be Willow.
Off of TikTok.
Not Ollie. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And what better way to advertise anti-bullying by bullying the parents on words of big platforms?
If she didn't
I don't think they're
bullying her. Certificate probably before.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think they're bullying her. Michelle went and screaming that she did unis. That's no one else. That's no one else's responsibility. She should do some research. She sent it because of probably she lost a child. No other reason that she's in those unis. So why is she? What's the problem?
Do you know what it is?
Does she run it? Can I ask you a question? Does she run a charity or something? Because that's what it's told.
I don't know what Michelle. Hold on, I don't know what Michelle does.
I was on my business. Not mental health.
In Michelle's defense, and if it wasn't Michelle, if it was you or anyone, I'm gonna say this is how I'm gonna feel about it. See, when you are known as someone that does give back or whatever it is, yeah, and you gotta understand, Angela, there's a lot of people that have come on this app that we can agree and that have lied. People that have even come on your platform, my platform, and said whatever and has been a complete lie. So Michelle and probably me and others, not just Michelle, but people are probably gifted. So when that happens 2, 3, 4 times, you get to a point where you're just
like Highlander as well, where she was gifting it, but she kept saying,
I don't know who Highlander is.
Don't let him get into Angie's platform. That's all it is.
Oh, so
I don't even
the
know
reason
who
why
Highlander is.
turn it down a sec, Lynn's love. So she got a gifting restriction. That's why Tick Leap isn't showing the correct figure. Because remember, she got a gifting restriction when we was on. So there's a combined amount from, I think she's got 3 accounts, but she dropped off that. But I don't understand why she got one anywhere.
I just said to Alex, I don't know what to do now. I've bloody had this willow link put on my bloody shorts. I know, so
This is sick. She's going to twist this like everybody's scammed. We've all been in on this scam, but she may go fuck off.
I don't.
Nobody here directed anybody to any GoFundMes or any PayPals. They were told to go and sign a petition, nothing else, the same as what that big fucking pisshead over there's done. She needs to start tonight saying that we've all been scamming.
I just thought I was doing a nice thing by fucking that, like, do you know what I mean? And, like, obviously, I've not made no fucking... I hid it at all. It's self-serving. Do you know what I mean? But thought I was doing a nice thing. I've got fucking shorts coming for this fight tomorrow. It says that name on.
I can't see any messages yet, loves, until I come off. But like I was saying before, so if Michelle had sent 5 unis, you get about 1.6. You get about 150, 160. That's what you get after TikTok take theirs. So that's what 800 odd quid, ain't it?
Send me 4 then, Dan.
You can have 3.
No, before something a uni.
Yeah, so you get...
She'd at least get £200 off each uni.
So, and she got 6 of them, plus,
That's
like I said,
£1,200.
once the room started filling up, within 5 minutes, I mean, it weren't a big gift gallery, but it were full within 5 minutes, and then constantly, they're in.
There were 6 of them.
What's the gift gallery mean?
That's still...
It's just your thing on your name, what moves your lead. Come on.
Well, do you know what I think? I just said to Alex, I think you were watching something. I said, I'd like to know what he thinks I should do, because obviously, I said, buy this PPV and I'll give 20%, blah, blah, blah. So I think, do you know what I'll do? I'll still do 20%, but I'll just give it
No, don't.
to a charity. To a charity.
To a different charity, but don't
like
do that because we don't... We know now there's something going on.
Like a kid's like...
Can I just say I didn't know I joined our tapping screen, Pearl.
Sorry, you want me, Babby?
I didn't know I joined darling our tapping screen.
Oh, you're all right.
Well, thanks for tapping, Babby.
You're all right, darling.
Know something, Pearl? Do you know that look after kids and get bullied? Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, my Steve, what you saying?
Still, I'll give it to like children in need or something. Someone.
Yeah, just there's other child charities.
Don't give anything over there because there's loads of lies being told. Nobody
I don't know, and I'm not even going to look into it. But if you're all saying don't, then I won't.
No.
Well, I don't. It's fucking mad, isn't it? How people move, man. I just can't fathom.
Right, listen, everybody. Go over to Haley's or wherever. Are you?
I'm going to go live. 1 sec. I'll go live now.
Wait till Dan goes live, then everybody go jump in Dan.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to go over and you can come too for him?
Yeah, no worries.
And we'll watch everything unfold tonight. I have to go and have a shower. Everybody have to be.
900 of you follow me.
See you later.
Yeah, thank you, my Lins. See ya. Sorry, it's bust now and I feel again like a fucking...
No, do you know what I'm going to do? Because I done a fight last year for Older A, because my little girl nearly died of RSV, so I'm going to donate to Older A. So I'll give it to Older A.
Night, everyone. Listen, I'm not being awful, me babbies. But Dan will be live now, so Toxic Dan. If you all go over there, they'll come to everything they'll come to everything that's been going on, and then you can keep up to date as it all unfolds tonight. But honestly, I'm sorry, everybody, honestly. Oh, and honestly, we always fucking get done hook, line and sinker. I love you too, my Jay. I just feel, I'm glad I just didn't ask anybody to donate, but then I'm feeling sick at the amount of the comments that I've seen where people saying, I've give me last, I've give this, I've give that. I feel sick for yous. And I can just apologise. I am so, so sorry. Right, listen, everybody go over to my Dan's and please all go over there. Go on, I'll come over in a minute. So Toxic Dan, go over there and he's got Lynn's cam too, and then we'll just keep up to date with what's going on. Listen, everybody, I'll see yous all tomorrow at work. Good night, God bless, and thank you. And I can just say sorry to yous. That's all. Night, me babbies.